Hey y'all, it's been a little while, I know. I would apologize, but there's been good reasons. Like, I've just been really busy, and the stress of last week, y'all all know what I'm talking about, um, was not conducive to creativity for me. Hopefully, it was for some others. But I used that excess stress and anxiety to get some stuff done that I needed to get done, like digital stuff. Um, and that took up my week. So I was like, oh well, there was no time for ukulele, but I'll get back to it as soon as I can. And that had always been my plan. And I don't remember what I was busy with the week before. Other stuff. Anyway, I'm a busy girl. I was on like 3 podcasts in 2 days. Well, one spanned 2 days. So it was 3 days. Sorry. Whatever. And it wasn't well. Masters Cast. We recorded a 15-year anniversary episode. I don't know when John's gonna put it up, but we recorded it. So yeah, that's coming soon, and I don't know when the other two are going to be published. They're about Rainbow Bright for two completely different types of podcasts, but once they're available, I'll let you know. So yeah, I was busy with that, and then just wizard work, as I call it, working for MuggleNet and Alohomora. Um, yeah, so I've just been busy. Nothing more than that. But I was having okay, and also I was like, okay, it's been a while. I want to come back with like a strong song, like a unity song, like a everything's gonna be okay song, but I couldn't think of a good one. And I had one idea and I forgot to. I know I had tried to play it before and it was difficult. Um, and I meant to try it again and I forgot. But really, this one popped into my head the other day, and I couldn't. It's not that it was stuck in my head, but I couldn't get the idea of wanting to do it out of my head. Um, so I was like, let's start with a lullaby. That's Everybody could use a lullaby right now. It doesn't matter what side of any of last week you were on. It doesn't matter what's going on. Everybody can always use a good lullaby. Um, And with, COVID numbers being super high and that stress not going anywhere anytime soon, like we're going to be stressed for a while. So, lullaby. Okay, so, but it was when I was doing some Alohomora work that's what reminded me of the song, oddly enough. But I had talked about this song in an Alohomora, like, bonus segment. And the reason I had talked about it was because it has a connection with the star Sirius. Um, there's a star named Sirius, after whatever, Greek, Roman, I don't know where. I could look it up. I won't. Um, but it's the dog star. Okay, and it's part of a constellation that's a dog, I think. Now I'm doubting myself. Whatever. It's the dog star. I know that much. And Sirius Black from the Harry Potter series was named after the dog star because he can turn into a dog. Okay. So I also had that connection with Harry Potter, which I love. But the reason that I care about this star is not because of the Harry Potter series. It is because after Onyx passed away, and this is a song I used to sing to her before she passed, but after she passed away, for several months, because we buried her in our front yard, and I would go out every night, and this was like in the dead of winter, but I didn't care. I go out every night and sing to her. It was partially for her, partially for me. It was just part of my grieving process, I guess. But I wasn't done singing to my baby girl. So, sorry. Tears, go away. Yeah, but this one, I just happened to be singing one night because I would mix it up. I wouldn't always sing the same songs every night. And there's a part in this song that has to do with a star. And as I was singing it, I looked up and there was this really bright star in the sky, like right above me. And I was just like, how cool is that? So after I was done singing all my little songs for her that night, I grabbed Adam because I knew he had an app on his phone that you could like hold up to the sky and it would show you what where constellations were and which stars were what, etc. And I was like, tell me what that star is right there, the really bright one that's in this look. So he used his app, and it was Sirius, the dog star. After I had just gotten done singing songs to my dog. So from that point on, that's become my favorite star, and this song will always remind me of her because of that. And I had known of this song, like I didn't have it memorized necessarily, but I had known of this song since I was, I'm trying to think what age I was when I first saw this movie. Maybe 10-ish, something like that. Maybe a little younger. I don't know. We'll speculate. We'll say 9, something like that. This is from The Court Jester, which is an amazing, hilarious movie. If you've never seen it, you have to watch it. Danny Kaye is the starring role, and he's one of my favorite actors of all time. And his hilarity, like his comedy, is just top form, top notch in this movie. And there's a great sword fight that was staged by the same guy who staged the sword fight in The Princess Bride, as well as many other, like he did Star Wars, like the lost the word lightsaber duels. Yeah, he was the choreographer for all of these different sword fights. So yeah, he's just, I forget his name right now. I'm sorry. But he was a really cool guy. I think he's passed on now. But yeah, so it's one of the best sword fighting scenes of all time in cinema, like literally. And it's not because of the reasons you might think. Like, you have to watch it. It's just so good. Okay, anyway. I know I'm getting into the weeds, but this song is towards the beginning of the movie, and it's a song he's singing to this baby who they have, it's not really giving away the plot, because they say it at the very beginning. Like, there's a baby that was born that is royalty, but the king tried to, or thought they had gotten it killed, or whatever, I don't know. They thought it was out of the picture, so the king thought he was safe on his throne and he couldn't be taken off. And I don't even think he was necessarily royal. Like, I forget how he stole the throne, but whatever. Bad guy on the throne. But there's a baby who's supposed to be, is of the royal line, supposed to be on the throne. Or will it be when he's not a baby? But it killed off his parents. The whole family's gone except for this one baby. But this, like, Robin Hood type group out in the forest, I mean, they're more than that, but that type of people out in the forest have this baby and they're guarding it with their lives. And I forget why they decide to take it to the castle. I think they're trying to convince everyone that this royal baby is still alive, because it has a very particular birthmark, and everyone knows this, and if you see the birthmark, then you know it's royalty, etc. So there's this whole plot going through the whole thing. But yeah, at the beginning, they're just protecting this baby while they plan their plot and put it into action, and etc. So they're camped out in this, like, cabin, and it's leaky, a leaky roof and all this, and they're, like, sleeping on the hay. But it's raining, obviously, because the roof is leaking. So, okay, we're going with my rain theme again. I don't know why I sing so many songs about raining. I think I've sung more songs about rain than rainbows. But, this is what Danny Kaye sings to the baby to calm it and help it fall asleep. And I'm going to take a sip of water in hopes that will keep my throat happy. And I could play this a little faster, but when I was doing my sound check, I was like, actually, that's kind of cool if I just do one strum for every record. You'll see why. I might do it both ways. Probably not. But and I think the instrument in the movie, I forget, because he's not playing an instrument. There's just music behind him. But I think it sounds kind of like a ukulele or a guitar, something. Anyway. So here we go. Lulu, I'll take you dreaming through the rainy night to a place behind the raindrops where the stars are bright. You may not find gold or silver, but a richer prize waits for you behind the raindrops if you close your eyes tonight, when all the world's asleep, we will tiptoe home with a wondrous star, a star you can always keep. Years from now, when you go dreaming, when you're very old, though your crown be rich with rubies, diamonds set in gold, none will shine as bright as the star we'll find tonight. That's the danger of only playing each chord once, is if you get it a little bit wrong, you're stuck with it. It wasn't terribly off, so my little second play of it was better. What I was doing yesterday when I was practicing this, doing my little concert for Adam, I won't do the whole song, I just want to show y'all what I was doing. And it was just basically playing each thing twice, so it was Lulu, I'll take you dreaming through the rainy night. So y'all can tell me which one you like better. If y'all like that one better, I'll do that one. I'm happy to do this song 10 million times because I love it so much, and it's like in my range. Like, I'm not having to struggle to hit any of these notes. I don't think I breathed quite right a couple of times. I ran out of breath, but whatever. It's just such a sweet, lovely, and I wish I had done this earlier this morning because it was literally pouring outside, and you probably could have heard the rain because it beats on this window right here real hard when it rains, or when it pours anyway. But yeah, we've had a very rainy morning, and which makes it all the better that I'm singing this song on a rainy day. But I sing it to Wisp sometimes even when it's not raining. She likes it too. Although I just recently, like I said, it was just brought back to my memory just by looking through some old Alohomora stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that song! Why did I forget about that song? And I think maybe it was just one I had sung to Onyx for so long that and then with the star thing, I associated it so hard with Onyx, I was like, oh, this is just an Onyx song, I can't sing it to Wisp. So I don't know if I had sung it to her before. I probably had. I don't know. Whatever the case, she likes it. So I'll continue singing it to her in honor of Onyx. And just because it's a great song, and in honor of the wonderfully talented Danny Kaye who sang it originally. Yeah. Is it? No. It is still raining, but not loud enough for y'all to hear. I was trying to think if there was anything else Oh, you can... My background has changed slightly. I have a new shelf here that wasn't here before. I pointed this out in a recent Rainbow Brite video, so if you watch those, you don't need to... Whatever. I'm not gonna like go through all the things I said on the Rainbow Brite thing because they cared more about what was on it and why. But I just needed more shelf space, and this was the last place in the Rainbow Land Museum that I could put shelves, unless I get rid of this bed, which I don't want to do. So yeah, I got a new shelf, and yeah, it's not full. It will be, and it's not necessarily like everything on it is not necessarily going to stay there. It was just, this is my new stuff, let me put it somewhere. It's not all new, but most of this is new stuff. A couple things are not. Why am I going off on that tangent? Y'all don't need to know that. Fact is, I got a new shelf. I finally put it in place, and so yeah, that's why that's behind me now, and I'm excited about that. Oh yeah, and I have a new count. See if I can remember of how many items are in my Rainbow Land Museum, my Rainbow Brite collection, y'all. 3,188 items. Yes, I'm proud of that and excited by that. Like, I knew I was gonna, as I was updating my list, and I went into Hightail like deadline gear to get that list completely updated and the number updated because of one of the podcasts I was going to be on. I knew one of the questions she was going to ask was how many items were in the collection. So I'd been working on this slowly, trying to get things up to date, but that really put me into high gear. So that was another project I was doing over the last couple of weeks, was getting all of that cataloged and updated on my document and getting the number updated and all that. So I actually know the number, and it's exciting that it went over 3,000. And like, well over 3,000, not just over 3,000, well over. Like, I think, because it had been a while since I updated it, I think the last update of the document was March of 2018. And I think I counted that I had added over 700 items since then. That's a lot. And not that those are not all big items. Like, some of those are like t-shirts and stickers and little buttons, like little vintage like pin-on buttons, and I have like over 100 of those. So don't think that's like 700 dolls, or it's not. It's just a bunch of random cool stuff. But yeah, that's why we have the new background, and you can't really see the other shelf because the microphone's covering it up, but it's the same. It hasn't changed. Well, I don't know if you could really see it before because I usually have the door open and that covers that up. I don't know. Y'all don't care. You can watch my Rainbow Land video tour, museum tour video if you want to see what's on that shelf. Or I could take a picture, but I don't think y'all care. Anyway, I haven't been in front of a camera for a while. What did I do recently? I feel like I did something recently for the Rainbow Brite, right. The Rainbow Brite video I was literally just talking about. Wow. Yeah, I did that early this week because I finally had cleaned things up and put the shelf here, and so this mass was gone. And so I could like bring up the new stuff and show it off, even though it was just a few items. I was like, I want to show off my new items and also this shelf. And then the video ended up being like 50 something minutes long. Because me. Yay. Okay. But I've missed y'all, and I do fully intend, to get back into doing more ukulele songs on a more regular basis, like I have been. Because, like, yeah, this is the only song I have for today, so I'm going to have to learn some more and record them soon to get them out in a timely manner. I would like to get back to doing several a week and not just, like, one. But we'll see. I don't think I have anything coming up. Well, I take that back. I do have things to do this weekend. I'll get to it. Don't worry. I'm going to do more songs. And I have a list of songs now that I want to do. So I have, like, ideas. I'm not waiting around for ideas, which has been a hindrance in the past. I have come up with ideas and made note of them. So I just have to go to the bother of looking them up. And there was, like, and actually this one, I changed something on it. Oh yeah, there was one chord that was just wrong. Like, thankfully someone had taken the time to put this one up on that site I used, but one of the chords was just like, ew, what? That doesn't belong there at all. But I figured out what did, so you can, like, suggest corrections to people's tabs, and so I did that. And then I ended up doing it on another song too, because I was playing this chord and I was like, okay, this chord, it works, but something else would work better here. I know there's a better chord that would, and I found it. I figured out what it was, so I put in a correction for that one. So now I'm, like, correcting people's tabs, which is funny, which I honestly could have been doing sooner. I made, like, changes to my own, like, I copy them off the site, then make my own changes all the time. Although sometimes that's when I've transposed it, so I wouldn't know necessarily what it would be on the original key. But those two songs I didn't have to change the key on. Sorry, going off on all the tangents today. But I really hope that you like this lullaby, because I really do. You know what? This thing is long enough. I'm just going to play it again, but with the 2-strum for every chord thing, because I wanna, and I love this song, and I want y'all to tell me which one you like better, because then I'll know which one to play for people when they want me to play it. If anyone ever, if I'm ever gonna see anybody in person again and they want me to play for them. Oh, one more sip of water. Okay, let's do this. Lulu, I'll take you dreaming through the rainy night to a place behind the raindrops where the stars are bright. You may not find gold or silver, but a richer prize waits for you behind the raindrops if you close your eyes tonight. When all the world's asleep, we will tiptoe home with a wondrous star, a star you can always keep. Years from now, when you go dreaming, when you're very old, though your crown be rich with rubies, diamonds set in gold, none will shine as bright as the star we'll find tonight. There. Now you've heard it both ways. I still don't know which one I like better. I still messed up a chord. Whatever. I think my thumb was starting to like migrate this way, and I really needed it to be back here to do that E minor. That's why I almost dropped it. I was like trying to move my thumb position. Whatevs. But yeah, the E minor is what I fixed in this one. They put B flat, and it sounded. Oh, if you want to hear it, though your crown be rich with rubies, diamonds satin. Wait a minute, maybe I'm singing that note wrong. Let me try something. Though your crown be rich with rubies, diamonds satin. I don't think he goes up like that. It didn't sound as bad this time though. Rich with rubies, diamonds set in gold. I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen back to the original recording now, because the first time I played it I was like, wait, maybe there's a different note he sings right there than I do, but I don't think so. Now I can't even get it to sound right because it's freaking B flat, and you know how much I love B flat. He wouldn't have gone that high. No. Diamonds set in gold. It does work for it, but diamonds set in gold. It sounds so much more natural to me, and I think is more what the song goes for. Whatever. Now I'm really off on tangents. I may have to like rethink my edit. I'll be like, sorry, so I listened back to the original and you were right. Never mind me. Whatevs. Or I'll just make a note underneath a comment like, hey, if you're not happy with the B flat, try E minor. See what you think. Whatever. Yeah. I need to do these more often so I'm not just sitting here rambling for way too long. But thanks for y'all who stick around. Who have stuck around? Is that grammatically correct? I think. Yeah, I don't even know where my brain is right now. It's not that I'm still waking up. I really think like gloomy, dark, rainy days, just I never quite wake up. Like, yes, there is light coming through my blinds a tiny bit, but it is dark and nasty outside, y'all. And it was dark and nasty all day yesterday. It was just gloom city. Murky or stormy or both are having a little too much fun. But I think some cooler temperatures are coming soon. So I'm excited about that. Like, friends of, who was it? John. I don't think he watches these. But a guy I know who lives in Rhode Island, like they had snow one week, and then the next week they had a day in the 80, or that hit 80 degrees. I'm just like, weather, you're drunk. Actually, climate change, you're not drunk. We made you drunk. we made our planet drunk, y'all. We've intoxicated our plant with chemicals and things that it doesn't like, and it's acting out. Like, I think we can, well, we can't all agree on that, but a lot of us can, and our new president-elect can, because somebody happens to listen to scientists. Okay, I'm not gonna gloat about that. I'm not trying to gloat at all. I personally, yes, I'm happy with the outcome, but I'm not gonna say anything against anybody else. I'm just saying climate change is real. That's all. I just thought my little analogy of making our planet drunk was kind of funny and appropriate, sadly. But yeah, okay, yeah, my neurons not connecting well today, so I'm gonna go. But I will be back soon, hopefully with more fun songs. They won't all be lullabies, but I tend toward ballads. I love ballads, and this one is just particularly pretty ballad, and it's a lullaby, and so it's one of my favorites. Okay, I think I already said that 5 times at least. So. Miss y'all. I miss my peeps. I miss everybody. Thank goodness I have my husband, or I think I would have gone mad. I would have just been doing these videos daily to have some form of interaction with the outside world, even though like I can't hear y'all talking back. It's still therapeutic somehow to just talk and sing and play and feel like I'm with you. Because while you're watching this, I am. You know what I mean. Yeah. So, right. I was going, and I'm still gonna go, because, wow. Yep, gonna go now. Alright, have a rainbow day. Bye.